Good morning, folks. It is a beautiful day in Fort McMurray. I think currently we're sitting at about, I guess, about -4, which is just beautiful. Yesterday morning it was -20 when I dropped the girls off for school, so -4 is definitely something I'll take. Here's a pro tip: if you live in Fort McMurray and you're in Timberlea, go to the WBEA's monitoring site, and the Patricia McInnes monitor station is over at the Syncrude Athletic Park. You can find out what the temperature is in your area within the hour that you're in, instead of looking at the weather station ones, and those are all the ones out at the airport. And we all know that it can range like as much as 10 degrees between what's happening at the airport and what's happening in Timberlea. So um, yeah, it was a good day yesterday. I'm physically, my get up and go got up and went, but I managed to get my errands done in the morning. I was able to, get dinner planned and ready. I have a new appreciation for my mom, who for 3 kids, and that would make like 9 years, prepared new meals every night for 3 picky boys to eat. Now that I'm doing that daily for my girls. Before, I mean, if when both Natasha and I were working, if we were not feeling it, we went to a restaurant. My kids love Patty McSwiggins. Not just because the food is great, but because the staff were wonderful, and it meant they didn't have to come home and eat. So, but anyways, I managed to get dinner prepared, and sometimes it's the simple things. Last night was honey garlic sausage with rice and corn. No, peas and carrots. Frozen peas and carrots. Yeah, frozen vegetables are my friend. The kids are expanding their palates. We've been doing. What have we been doing? We did polenta. We did some quinoa pilaf, which was amazing. I was so dead set against eating quinoa for the longest time, because it came from the Andes, and the rampant capitalism that was able to take advantage of the poor farmers there was meaning that their staple food crop was getting priced out of their ability to be able to buy what they grew, because of our North American demand for quinoa. Then my lovely wife found a beautiful big bag of Canadian grown quinoa, which I think is a wonderful solution. The seeds are bought from the Andes, they're sown here in North America, in Canada, and our local growers are getting money to sell a crop that is a wonderful alternative to grains. Quinoa, I'm not going to go on that rant, but quinoa pilaf was very tasty. I recommend it to anybody who wants to try it. What else? What else? Oh yeah, and then the errands I had to run, I can't say too much about, other than to say um, it felt good to do some good, and I'll leave it at that. It was nice to get that done, and then my kids, their school is so awesome. Natasha and I did not get a chance. Not we didn't get a chance. We didn't take the opportunity to book parent-teacher interviews yesterday or the day before. So Evelyn's teacher, Mrs. Hiscock, is also the vice principal of the school. And when I was picking up Evelyn, she she said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I walked over and said, "What's up?" She said, "I'll call you tonight." She's an awesome teacher for Evelyn. She's a very patient and loving woman for her school. And we had an interview over Google Meets last night that did two things for me. You might have noticed on Facebook the other day I asked the Hive Mind about connection softwares and apps we can use to connect different people across the country. Well, we used Google Meets last night, and the two of us couldn't get in sync. I find that my biggest problem with any of these apps is that in order for everyone to be heard, um, the algorithm will try and drop out the speakers on the receiver's end while activating their microphone. And if all three of you are doing that, then you can't hear anybody else, and they can't hear you, but it all gets recorded into the central program. And anyways, so I have another test set up for Zoom on Saturday with some friends that are a little further away than here in Fort McMurray. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I want to get these apps tested out and figured out, because I have an interesting project that I'm working on, and again, I hate vague booking. All I can say is um, I hope that it turns out as I want it to. Even though, like an old junkie told me, expectation is just premeditated disappointment. Um, I still have, I still hope this works out the way I want it to, because if I do, it'll be super cool, and will love to be able to share it with you all later. You can, if you can't tell, I'm in a good mood today. Sunshine and warmer weather, and getting out with the girls. I hope today we plan to go for a nice walk. Amelia has dance tonight. I hope it's going to be a great Friday, and I hope you have a great Friday too. Enjoy your blue skies. Even if it's not blue sky where you are, you can have some of mine. Talk to you tomorrow.